welcome to Liverpool 12th Man Show. I'm Liverpool 12th Man, and I am joined by the Irishman. How are you doing, Irishman?
Very well. Looking forward to getting back in the old DeLorean.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Same here. I hope that the chat is well, too. I know we're going to have some people joining us, so it should be a fun little back in time kind of adventure. Big up to Redbird, big up to Lee. And to all those joining us live, we're on the replay. Big up to all of you. Should be a fun little trip back in time. We're going to be going to April 13th, 2008. We're going to be going to see the game against Blackburn Rovers. Should be a fun one. Do you even remember? Do you remember this game vividly, or is this a game that you kind of like? You'd have to think about. It might be a little bit of a surprise as to the outcome of this game.
Like it was yesterday. No, yeah, it's a good era. I like the era.
Yeah,
it's got three of my favorite Gerrard, but as well, but three of my favorite Liverpool players of all time out there on the pitch. So it's right in my era. Aurelio, Alonso, Torres. Yeah, I'll take that all day.
Right.
It all day.
Obviously Stevie G, I'm sure too.
Yeah,
so probably make it a fourth. Yeah, it should be. It's a cool little lineup actually that they have. Babel plays on this one too. Again,
I get the Babel copter.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. You know.
You know. Exactly. But it's a good one. And 2000. I'm trying to think of what I know that we were gonna do. I know today. So I know today. I know the today in history things today, because now my whenever I wake up, my house is all Googled up. So like it'll tell me, like, it'll wake me up and it'll tell me like this today in history, that kind of deal. And today in history, it was Bonnie and Clyde's last tango. Last tango was today for Bonnie and Clyde. Very, very iconic crime duo. And I don't know what April 13th is for this day in history for April 13th. I'd have to look that one up. But I know what the today for that is.
Oh yeah, so today was they got shot up, didn't they? That's the way it goes. That is the way it goes.
The last little tango. I know today also is today was also for Ireland. So it was a big day. Today was the day they legalized same-sex marriages in Ireland, actually.
Yeah, that's going back a while now, but maybe 6 or 8 years. But not 6 or 8 years, probably something like that. 8 years, maybe.
Big up. It was a pretty interesting morning today, but I've been really revved up and ready to go. With my Stevie Wonder music, and getting in this DeLorean to rock and roll. I guess without further delay, do you want to just hop in the DeLorean and go back in time?
Yeah, let's get the I forgot what it's called. Oh, the plutonium.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is it plutonium? Uranium. I think it is.
Yeah, right? The old flux capacitor fired up, ready to go. And
yeah. What's kind of crazy is that he used uranium, and I know it's nuclear, but geez, it's just the fact that he was like, you know what, I'm going to bring this high school kid around some uranium. That should be okay.
The bigger problem was that he stole it from the Libyans.
Oh yeah, that was probably the bigger issue. That's why they had to get up and out of there real quick. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should get with the times then. Maybe we should get with the times and go with the Back to the Future 2 version and just say, this baby runs on household garbage these days. Just a few bananas.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. He did change it up. He did change it up.
Just use the blender, basically. He just attached the blender to the top of the DeLorean, and that was it. Like, it was literally just...
That's right. That's totally right. I'm surprised they didn't make it like solar or something like that. But like, I guess that wasn't the key to it. But all right, let's get this rocket and rolling. I'm gonna bring this to you guys.
Reaches his 150th game in a Liverpool side today, showing 3 changes from Tuesday's dramatic Champions League win. Sami Hyypiä, one of the scorers, is given a break, hence Alvaro Arbeloa's return to the side.
We've got Reina in goal. One of the best ball-playing people going back. Arbeloa. Great back four. Really good back four. Apart from
You know what this day in history was, to tell you the truth? This day in history on April 13th, or not this day, but in the day that we're now in, it was Pepe Reina's 150th start. 150th start.
This is probably the strongest lineup Rafa Benitez could have picked today.
Like, we talk about ball playing now and all of that, but one of the things that he used to do, which was kind of a precursor to the ball playing, as in not just booting it out as long as possible, as far away as possible, was he used to throw. Now, he wasn't the first one to do it, but he made a... He used to throw the ball out, like throwing it directly to the feet. And that was kind of a newer thing as well. People have done it before, but possession. See, there's Warnock now. There's Stephen Warnock on the left there for Blackburn. The Liverpool guy who's always on the goal call. David Bentley, what a career. Okay, Santa Cruz, Jason Roberts.
Right. I was just reading Redbird's comment. Right, big up to Brad Friedel, by the way, U.S. men's national team player, former U.S. men's national team player, American.
What a time he's had in his first full season in England.
Goalkeeper for Blackburn in this matchup.
Yeah, former Liverpool man. Never let us down.
We think he'll play through the middle today to perhaps free Steve up for a role that'll involve plenty of defending to help.
Redbird's comment of they could go back to the beginning of time. The amount of garbage that comes out of some man's mouth, we could probably use that. We could probably use some of that.
I don't remember that Vogel guy. I don't remember him.
The Vogel guy?
I don't remember him. The number 8. I don't remember him at all.
Crazy week it's been here at Anfield. They should be there talking today about the Champions League epic here in the week, but instead 48 hours
later, the idea that Bentley was playing in front of midfield against Liverpool, against Lucas, Alonso and Gerrard, that was not happening. Stephen Reid even.
Unwanted centres of attention today. Liverpool, a club that was renowned for unity.
You can see why pretty soon after this people start going 4-4-2.
Right.
The centre of a soap opera.
Well, it looks like I thought that the lineup that I saw them bring up was a 4-2-3-1. I think, because I think Torres is up front by himself.
No, Blackburn.
Oh, Blackburn. I got you.
Bentley is in. I think Bentley in central midfield in the midfield. Bentley was a winger, attacking midfielder. To have him in a midfield too, up against a three of Gerrard, Lucas, and Alonso. That's crazy. Like, this guy Vogel was going to be some player to do all that work.
Yeah.
I
know Red for Life. I got you, Red for Life. The graphics for the lineups are next level.
Oh, they're classic. Classic. This is classic Sky Sports.
Commentators Alan Smith.
Yeah, there's the owner.
Yep.
And the two captains.
Well, Parry wasn't the owner,
Ryan
but that
Nelson
was
and Stephen Gerrard meeting in the middle, along
No
with
doubt, no doubt. I get what they're saying too. I saw they're talking about Thursday nights being because of so many games and because the fixtures are going to be so packed coming up next year, that the Champions League is going to start having some games on Thursday. Not surprising.
Ladies and gentlemen, this Tuesday marks the 19th anniversary of the disaster in Sheffield that cost 96 innocent football fans their lives. Please stand now for a period of silence and remember the 96.
Yeah.
A dignified commemoration of those who lost their lives 19 years ago.
Incredible.
What a byword associated with Liverpool. European drama too, and Stephen Gerrard making his 300th Premier League appearance for the club today. Was one of the scorers in the week.
But yeah, as we were saying,
short of 30 goals this season, and he'd be the first Liverpool player to score in 7 consecutive top-flight matches here if he was to score today.
That's pretty good.
That has been going on around Anfield, the off-the-field events, and whatever.
So a 7-game scoring streak. Trying to
fancy themselves
continue a 6-game scoring streak right there.
Spoilers to the big four in the past. Their recent record against the top four.
Going for 30 goals, I think he said, right?
Been good, or even scoring against them. Mark Hughes' side have managed just one goal against the top four.
Yeah, you know what?
That was gifted to them by Jens Lehmann of Arsenal.
As Redbird saying about the lining of their pockets, I think it's definitely going to be.
Well, it is an attacking formation that Mark Hughes has put.
It's definitely going to be involved in getting the money. Getting money, more money is the incentive for everything when it comes to
one of the great stages of English football.
Pretty much everything that you see in our everyday lives. The website or not necessarily the website, but this isn't from a website, but still the channel for this is listed in the notes or in the description. By the way, Red Machine.
Santa Cruz. Now Stephen Gerrard. This is Arbeloa.
All credit due to
PSD Enterprises.
And here's Fernando Torres.
We are getting Adidas back next season. Yeah.
We are getting it. Yep. We did it. I thought that was a fun show that we did actually when we went through all the different kits, the home kits. And this is obviously one of the home kits that we did. We went through all the home kits of the Premier League at least.
Skirtle looking to pick out Couch, who's got him behind Stephen Warnock here.
It's tough to get to.
It's giving you a little too much to do.
But yeah.
Biden let our border get out of control. Illegal immigrants are pouring in
from Asia, Africa, South America.
Oh God, man.
Yeah, sorry, but you got to watch it's coming up on election time here in America.
close the border. They're coming.
Yeah, exactly. So you're probably gonna see a lot of like if and when the
against Arsenal, that's
commercials hit, they'll probably be most likely politically driven commercials. So I'll definitely push through that.
Header on by Stephen Reed.
But yeah, Lee, definitely, right? I enjoyed it too, man. Lee was saying he enjoyed the show. It was kind of like, because a lot of the kits, they bring you back, and like especially if you have the kit yourself, you definitely connected to this or that with whatever. We were connected to different players. Like when you see that kit, who do you think of? But it also brings you back to even sometimes specific moments, of that year, or just reminding you of that team, which is pretty cool.
Victory over Arsenal, so the lads have had to come down, and I'm sure they'll be reminded.
Yeah, for me, it's I'm kind of. I don't really.
Such a fantastic night for this football club on Tuesday.
Kind of person, it doesn't really affect me that much. But I enjoy talking about the old ones because basically you can excuse kind of nostalgia. Just remembering back really more about that. Like you say, looking at those older kits, it just reminds me of moments and games and players and stuff.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Big up, Lee. Thanks. Yeah, I'm trying not to come to YouTube Premium or whatever it's called. There's enough stream. I mean, like nowadays, everything is you got to pay for a stream or pay for a streaming service. So many streaming services, it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I was on this site for like this other site that you see. They used for like 8 years, 10 years maybe since it started up. And I stopped using it for a while, and then maybe 2 or 3 years, and then went back and just looking at it, and it's like,
who's your boy, by the way?
Free on it. Yeah, hey. Like you have all these options, but now if you do this, you have to do that. Upgrade this, upgrade that. The last thing I think we're getting away with it on YouTube. That's why they forced all these new kind of unskippable ads and longer ads onto things.
Ooh, offsides. Yeah.
Putting the ball away anyway, Jason Roberts.
Yeah,
he was terrible, Jason Roberts. Jason Roberts was like he moved for a long
I don't know if he was offsides, by the way. I think he was offsides. I mean, I think he was onside.
He was on. Yeah, that VAR's calling that on.
Yeah, that would have been a VAR.
Yeah,
that would have been a VAR right there.
It was the other guy that moved across the linesman's view that he just kind of went, "Oh, I'm not sure," so I go offside.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're gonna get too when you don't have VAR to back you up. Is rather than
make the call. Guys got to watch 3 different players at the same time.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, there's Lucas right there.
Nelson, he was a competitor. Ryan Nelson, I think he was New Zealand captain. Yeah, New Zealand. Yeah. He was a hard competitor. He was. They have him and they have Brett Emerton at right back, the Australian. So they had a bit of an Australian vibe going on there. Well, an Australasian Antipodean vibe going on there. Roque Santa Cruz, though, he had some great seasons. He was still playing when he was like 42 back in Paraguay. Gams Pedersen, Morten Gams Pedersen, remember him? He could take a hell of a free kick, people. He was one of those kind of long range like score
like a long range free kick specialist.
Yeah, he didn't score a lot of goals, but most of the goals he scored were spectacular. Those kind of guys.
And they've got that little bit of pace, haven't they? With Jason Roberts in particular. Blackburn, that they will feel when they get the ball down those channels that they can stretch the two centre halves, Skirtle and Carragher.
Throw in towards Jason Roberts.
Red Life says, are any of you guys going to the preseason matches in the U.S.? I am. I'm looking to finalize that. I have to get that.
Is there game in Philly?
It's in Philly, so
Oh,
you know,
cool.
like it's almost like I have to go. You know, like
Home game.
Now Arbeloa. Nelson.
Yeah, it's almost like I have to go. I do have another obligation to do, but it depends on. It just depends on when that is going to be. Yeah, it is. It is. I know, Lee. I just told him that.
Is it okay now?
It's still a little muffled for some reason. Sometimes it's really clear and sometimes it's muffled.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, that's good. Yep.
Right, okay.
I
was going to get this thing today, and it was like, like a wireless mic. I was like, I didn't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the wireless mics and the wireless headphones sometimes. I think the guy would have cleared that on the post, so that was a good effort by Nino. Yeah, those wireless mics and the wireless headphones, especially, can sometimes give live streams sometimes issues.
Yeah. Like, what do you use?
I have a actual I have like I have a microphone, but I don't even use my microphone because I have a actual because I used to do recordings and stuff, because we had before I moved here, I had a studio in my place, and I have like some studio equipment, and I have actually like this little microphone specific attachment for it that enhances my microphone a little bit.
Yeah, because everyone else has a mic in front of them. You don't have a mic in front of you.
No.
No.
But I have I used to have like the microphone that we'd use if you're like doing like vocals and stuff, but I don't have that any longer. That is in my place in LA. It's a pain. It doesn't fit in my car.
Oh, where's the sound gone?
It's because of it's on a commercial. I got you.
A little too close to his body, actually. In the end, he's trying desperately support Dirk out after his lady.
Red Life's asking 12. How crazy is Philly these days, bro? I was thinking of maybe going to the match in Pittsburgh for his birthday. It's only a 5-hour drive. Oh, really? I didn't know. That's really cool, Red for Life. I did not know that you're in Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. Wait, is Pittsburgh a 5-hour drive, or is because Philly's about a 5-hour drive actually too? So, because I went to school down at West Virginia, so for college at least. So like so I've been to Pittsburgh quite a bit. Pittsburgh's a great city, by the way. Great city. Undervalued city, I would say, certainly. And it's despite New York City being the place
of brotherly love.
Well, that's Philly. Philly's the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a city of brotherly love.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, he's in Toronto. Okay.
He can see across the line.
I got you.
That's why he's annoyed. I think it's Skirtle that's probably level with him. Santa Cruz.
Well, I never noticed that. It's like 5 hours to Pittsburgh. It's 5 hours to Philly. That's crazy. I never knew that there was that. I would have went to Toronto a lot more if it was only 5 hours away. I never knew that was 5 hours away.
Decision on Jason Roberts.
Interesting.
Maybe he's got like a Lear or something, you know.
Yeah, maybe he's got a Learjet or something. Maybe.
Back by
Maybe.
Carragher.
I doubt. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a 5-hour flight. No, not 5-hour flight.
No, he said 5-hour drive.
Yeah, it's 5-hour drive. Yeah,
Header away by Nelson. Here's Arbeloa.
that's cool. That's real cool. Queens, New York, and Charlotte, North Carolina. I used to stay in Queens too. Astoria. It's as a part of Queens.
my life.
Yeah. If you want, I mean, like, I'm sure when you do visit your in-laws in Queens, I mean, like, I know you're talking about, like, you know, different foods that you like to go in cuisines and such. Queens is a really, really great spot if you're into, like, Mediterranean food and such.
Oh, I get it. I'm not, like, basically, Red for Life doesn't even stop at the border. He just goes home straight through.
Yeah.
He just
It's
goes.
just like, yeah, you know my plates, peace.
Immigration, boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It had to be a good challenge as well.
And Charlotte. I've been to Charlotte too, by the way. I've been to Charlotte too.
Clean
strike.
Yes. Charlotte's beautiful, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. I've had actually some of. It's kind of crazy. Charlotte is one of my fond memories. One of my fond memories of making trips, of making my little road trips. Charlotte is in there. Because I guess maybe it's just because you know how sometimes you get like you have a trip, but it's like the weather is perfect. It's one of those times when you're just it just like sticks out in your mind that like, oh, it's not always going to be like that, but it just so happened that trip to Charlotte was just absolutely perfect.
In the middle in the boardroom battle, embarrassed into silence.
But yes,
ahead of this game.
What's that?
One of my friends used to live and work in Raleigh.
Okay, Raleigh.
Yeah, Raleigh, North Carolina. I don't know how he ended up there, but he did. He ended up working at a bank there for 4 years for some reason. But yeah, he loved it. He thought North Carolina was amazing. Well, I suppose, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Raleigh's like basically like Durham, Raleigh, Durham area. Durham is like, there's a famous movie that was set in or was based in Durham. I don't know if it actually was filmed in Durham or not, but
yeah, no worries, Bernie. I realized that you weren't here because you didn't get your gentle reminders, so I put the
the notifications didn't come up, did it?
No. It did. It's just Bernie doesn't remember to join unless I posted in the Discord because she's precious like that.
I got you. Just making sure because I know I had to take it. I took it down, deleted it.
I'm only kidding about it.
Wanted to make sure I got notification. But yeah, Durham is pretty cool. Shout out to anyone that can name the movie I'm referencing that is set in Durham, North Carolina, because Durham's not that popular of a city, if you say that.
Now Aurelio.
Because Raleigh, Durham's kind of like a they're kind of like sister cities, I guess. They're kind of like it's kind of like like Minneapolis is like that. That's why Minneapolis is called the Twin Cities, for instance. But there's like two more things. There's a movie. Can you name the movie that was based in Durham?
I know Raleigh is state capital. Durham.
Yes. Can you name the movie? The movie based in Durham, North Carolina.
Like any kind of a hint? Like, is it
Kevin Costner was in.
That's not Bull Durham, is it?
There you go.
Oh, I was going to say, he was named after the city. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Bull Durham, yeah. Well, as soon as you said that, the only thing I've ever heard of, was
the baseball team.
Oh, that was the name of the baseball team, not him. I thought his name was Bull Durham.
No, that was the name of the baseball team.
Oh, now I get it. I've never seen the movie. I always thought he played a guy called Bull Durham. That was a baseball player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's not him.
too happy about the lack of creativity so far from.
I'm not going to go to the one in North Carolina, though. I'm not going to go to the one in North Carolina. One in Philadelphia, I will go because that'll be an opportunity to go back. And like I said, I do have obligations in Philly. Ooh, that's got to be a penalty, right? Ooh.
How many times have we seen
Field of Dreams, yes. Bull Durham, yes. Field of Dreams is
He went on a bit of a run with the old baseball movies, though, didn't he?
Yeah, Field of Dreams I think is Iowa. Oh no, that's not a penalty. That's not.
Yeah, it is Iowa. I love that movie. Field of Dreams is an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gerard dives, throws his leg in. Watch Gerard poke his leg in.
He dragged his leg.
He sticks his leg in. Oh, Stevie. Ah, well done, mate.
I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah, so I'm
looking for Pedersen.
I'm not going to go to Carolina, but
And here's Couts.
but I will go to Philly, which would be cool because then I'll get to see ours. I'll get to see Gooners.
Challenge from
I wonder if some of I wonder who's gonna end up showing up for that one. I know Barnes and I know.
Well, Lee won't be there anyway. Lee will be at the city game.
That's who I would like to see. That's exactly who I would like to run into.
Have you heard about their show there, too?
Oh, I'm sure maybe AFTV will be.
No,
there.
I mean that Bayesian Reds. Have you heard about the Bayesian Red show that they're doing? The roast of Gooner Lee.
No, they're gonna do a roast of Gooner Lee.
Yeah, they preview. I hope you haven't missed it. Actually, I think it might be this weekend.
I hope I haven't missed it either. I have all the notifications. I keep them on my notifications, so you know.
Yeah, it was a few days. I think it's this weekend that they're going to do it. It's and which could be tomorrow or Saturday. No, it'll be probably Saturday. But it's yeah. Barnes was on a show the other night, and he was like, "We have a big announcement to make." Afterwards, they're going to do a roast.
Oh man.
Oh, he wanted people to send in clips and comments and whatever, anything they have on going receipt, basically.
Any receipts they have? Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. So they're going to do.
That's gonna be a good show. I'm excited to see that one.
Nelson.
Yeah, but don't watch their time. Watch ours.
Who's trying to get into the flow of this game, really?
Blackburn were always tough customers.
Yeah,
they were always a strong kind of tough team, but not with that midfield. I'm surprised.
Ooh, not right there. They were too tough right there. Oh, miscommunication. Oh, there's a handball. Going to play on.
Here's Ryan Babel. Samba trying to hold him off.
I'm not going to call that.
Oh, keep going.
All right.
I thought Ryan Babel actually gave up the chase a little too soon.
Yeah, he should have
pursued
it. That's probably a foul in today's game. Maybe a foul in today's game, but not in 2008.
Now you see Gerard's right foot catch Brad Friedel's knee. Here's Dirk Kuyt, has a go. Never know.
Brad Friedel was a big guy, by the way. He was a big guy. He was a solid like linebacker style of a goalkeeper. He's a big guy.
Now Vogel.
Bit soft on the ball. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was on that attempt at least.
Nelson. Santa Cruz. Here's Samba.
Who are they playing? Who's Liverpool in the chat? Who's Liverpool playing at the Carolina matchup?
Finding it difficult on there against
the Carolina preseason game.
6, you might say, with Alonso and Lucas sat deep.
I know our Arsenal is Philly, but I don't know who they're playing in. They're not playing. Are they playing Arsenal again? Are they playing them twice, or
who else is in the war lineup thing that they're on?
Lucas
On the tour, I don't know.
inside.
That's what I'm asking.
Gerrard
I don't know
dropping
who else is on the
Yes.
tour.
struggling to
Yeah,
get his
I
foot on the
think
ball at the
PSG
moment.
might be. I
Uh-huh.
know City are
Oh, and
definitely involved.
City or United. Yeah,
Torres.
Oh,
I think it might be
that's,
United. I think it might be Manchester United.
Xabi Alonso.
why are we going away for playing bloody Premier League? That's
Pedersen.
just so boring.
Uh,
Now Couch.
but you got to recognize that they're going to play in front of. I mean, I
Bentley.
think it's like 70-some thousand people. You know,
Santa Cruz got away from him.
at the Lincoln Field.
Yeah, sure. We sold out 100,000 in Australia. We sold out those things all the time by playing
Now
Barcelona,
Gerrard.
Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, all those things. I don't want to be playing English teams in pre-season. That's not
The
pre-season.
Pittsburgh one is Real Betis. That's cool.
Yeah, see, that's better. That kind of stuff.
Forced back by
Oh,
Ronaldo.
because you got all the, the Hispanic fans in America. You bring a couple of the big Spanish teams over there.
Gerrard.
Huge crowds. What
Tell you the
playing
truth, that
man?
wouldn't be that bad of an idea to do I don't know, do like Sao Paulo or something, you know, or
Do all that stuff.
do like do like or maybe do like and not even going with the not even trying to get with like the Spanish speaking group or fans.
We don't need to play English.
Maybe do like
like
a South African team or something like that,
Right.
or
Okay, that's the thing for the game.
Alonso wins the header.
I've heard that rendition, by the way, Bernie. She's talking about the
The
rendition.
MC, when we sold out the MCG, over 100,000 people. That's only a couple of years ago. That was off the chart.
Yeah, that was
That's
absolutely
why they're
incredible.
always begging for us. Like, that's why Indonesia, Singapore, and Australia are always begging for Liverpool to come back, because they're just the biggest club in that region. They're by far the biggest club,
But that's
and they
the
can
reason.
do that. That's why
That's
they never
also
go
another
over there.
reason. I think that's another reason why they're trying to why they want to do the American
The Inflation
tour.
Reduction Act lowered insulin prices for America's seniors. Now, insulin is only.
Oh, I know. Yeah, look,
$25 a month
geez,
for
I know why they want to go to
seniors.
these other
Representative
countries.
David
But I'm
Schwab
just saying,
voted
over there,
against it. This
they're
move
always crying
offers
out for
seniors
the
wallets
Liverpool to come
ahead
back,
of big drug
because
companies'
we're just so
profits.
big over.
Tech
We
and
could
AI
sell
have
out
the potential to bring the
100,000
value
liter
of
stadium
local
probably
into the
2 or 3 times over in the course
Yeah,
of the tour over there. But yeah, because those two guys, like, imagine having gotten from, I know it's hard enough from America.
ooh,
I thought we got from
ooh.
Australia and England just go off the game. And it's just shit nil or something. Or
Yeah,
Singapore.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was very important. Like that. The MCG, there's not many well
Really
established
slick,
anymore. Old
slippery
school.
surface now with the rain coming
Big
down.
old
Yeah.
perfect ground.
Control has got to be spot on, particularly from those defenders.
But yeah, you can only go to so many countries. So wherever the marketing people say you need to go, that's where you want to go. That's why they do this stuff. It's not for football
Yeah,
reasons.
I mean, well, you're not gonna do. I mean, like we did the. I can understand why they did Germany. I know people didn't necessarily really like that they did Germany. Some people were vocal that they didn't want to do Germany, but
Bentley.
that would sell out. Holy
What
crap! Would that
they
sell out?
started doing is they started sending like the under 21s and the under 22s on tours
Oh.
of Ireland.
Steven Gerrard looks to get on the end of this.
We're not gonna call that.
No decision in his
Go
favour.
ahead.
Looked a bit pushed there from
Just over
Samba.
the top.
And Gerrard furious he didn't get the decision.
But I'm saying about what Redbird said. What Redbird said would absolutely. I think that would be a sellout. If they play Inter Miami, that would be the opportunity to see Suarez, Messi obviously, but I mean Suarez as well. Would be iconic, to say the least. And then to do it in Miami, that would be. I would make a trip for that. I'd make a trip for that. Steve. Oh, how did Stevie miss that? Did I get deflected?
Well, it's not just missed; he's missed by miles, Steven Gerrard. What on earth went on there?
What happened?
He might be still stewing over the fact he didn't get a penalty. What a position, Steven Gerrard coming in.
I think they got a piece of that. Yeah. Oh no, he didn't. He just missed. He just flubbed it.
The 1 out of 10 where he didn't. What a miss.
North Carolina, actually. So Bernie's saying, thinking of training conditions, what is North Carolina like in the summertime?
Hot.
Hot and humid.
Hot.
Yeah,
Hot
I'd
as
say that. I'd say that. But you know what's unique about North Carolina is this: is that one,
Ralph is not happy.
North Carolina, in Jimmy's saying South Carolina as well. Like during the summer, it is humid. It is a bit humid, but North Carolina and South Carolina have they do have beaches. So like it can get like the beaches are phenomenal during the summertime. And then I would say here in America, quite possibly, for instance, for female for female soccer, North Carolina is a hotbed, basically. North Carolina has some of the best teams in the country when it comes to the colleges. It has some of the best teams, so they have some of the best facilities for football / soccer here in America. So like,
away goes Torres.
wait. Nothing, huh? So their facilities are phenomenal. So, and I mean, like and also this is going to be kind of a crazy statement, but the actual like grass, the turf, I guess you could say, right, is some of the best grass, the best turf that possibly in the world. That's why they call like that region. Some of those regions have some of like the best pitches in the world, simply because of the soil and because of like the climate and conditions. That's why they call there's something not in South Carolina.
Good grass. They grow good grass in Carolina.
They grow good grass.
They grow good grass in Carolina, baby.
If this is like 1965, man, Willie Nelson there, it'd be a whole different conversation.
But it's always been one of the, like, obviously, of course, with the majority of these big clubs all being owned by American owners, they have,
more of a foul than
they're aware, like they've always leaned into, which is fair enough, like, to open up their market. But they've also always been aware, like, really, that when you do go, I mean, yeah, people outside of America don't realize that the amount of money that gets put into colleges in America, the amount of investment into sports in college in America is not normal. That doesn't happen in the rest of the world. Like, they do, universities, they fund their teams and all that, but the amount of money, college sports in America, like that whole Friday Night Lights thing, college basketball, even like that women's college basketball thing that just broke like 10 million people watching it. Like, that's just not a thing in the rest of the world. So the amount of money and the facilities and the stuff, like, for a football team to go to a university campus, it's like this shit is out of this world. Yeah, they have facilities that even some Premier League clubs wouldn't have.
You don't get it like and here in America, like March Madness is the basketball tournament for college, and because North Carolina, South Carolina, they're not necessarily like big in football, because football alone, you make so much money from those from making it to the bowl games, they call them here. But like for basketball, look, North Carolina, that's one that's like that's where Michael Jordan went to
like college sports in America is funded to a degree that is just unbelievable. So for those football teams to go there, like the facilities, it makes total sense, because they're going to facilities that are better than some of these clubs that they've gone to in Europe. To play at and train at and recuperate at. It makes, so as an owner, it's like why don't we just go there? They have like a new $20 million gym and a new $30 million pitch and all that stuff. You just can't get that in other parts of the world. So they're like, just send them there, go and stay there. So That's the level they're operating at with these guys. So
Yeah, the facilities are incredible. Like some of the facilities are incredible. And when you go, if your team makes it to like a bowl game, which is again that's like in American football, if you make it to a bowl game, especially back then, now even more so, you are going your school the next year. Your whatever college you went to is just flush with cash. All of a sudden, you notice you went to a bowl game.
That girl that was a star of it ended up on SNL, didn't she? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh yeah. That's
She's on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I mean, and everyone knew who she was. Like she was famous.
Yeah.
You know, it's college, women's college basketball, and it's just like that's how big that stuff is over there. Crazy.
It's only a kick. A
One
little
of the
hard
biggest,
work.
I suppose one of the biggest shows out there.
Liverpool players, I dare say, these days tread very warily in their
Adidas.
There's a bit of Messi. There's a bit of Messi.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to see it. Yeah, I remember Messi's in that commercial. I still gotta go. I mean, I still want to go to a Inter Miami game. I'm thinking of going to next year at least. Or actually this year. Excuse me. Maybe like a LAFC game or something like that. Or maybe even a Galaxy game. Because that's like the closest MLS team to me probably is. I think it's well the MLS have spring training here. Where all their not all of them, but like a good number of the facilities are here. To get back to Bernie's question too, and it ties to what I'm about to say as well. The weather is crazy. It's pretty crazy during the summer. I mean, I saw someone say 25 degrees Celsius is hot. You guys are funny.
Play football in it. Play football in.
You guys, if 25 degrees Celsius is hot for you, don't come to Arizona during the summertime.
But yeah, no, to play football in it definitely is. But when they go to Asia, Southeast Asia especially, and like in the Carolinas, I'd imagine it is similar. But what they talk about is it is the humidity that they talk about being a problem, not the heat.
Yeah,
you kind of get used to the heat. But when they're playing, it's like it's the humidity that kills you when you're trying to play. Because you've been there for a couple of weeks, you never get used. Like you live there. Like it's if you go outside, and it's 35 degrees. You're going to get fucking hot. So you never get used to it. Completely just oblivious to it. But whenever they go to like those games in Singapore and Shanghai or Hong Kong and stuff, you see them walking around the place. It's piss and rain or whatever 2 hours before the game, and then they're just walking around there just sweat and steam coming off the ground. But,
again, Santa Cruz ducking back.
Santa Cruz.
The way that he did earlier on
Bernie's got a question for you. So I wouldn't know this or not. I know that you possibly know this, but she's asking, is Anfield Agenda doing a road show in the U.S.? I don't know if they are.
I know other Liverpool fan channels are available. I do know the answer to that question, but
we're only focused on this one for today.
I'm sure you can find out that information handy enough. I know they're going to certain places.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of them doing. I'm sure, because you know why? Because the Anfield Rap did one here. Did an American tour. I know because they went to the supporter club that I go to. But what's kind of whack about that is that they charge tickets. They charge for the tickets.
So you have
to pay. Yeah, you have to pay to go to. You have to pay, and it wasn't cheap. It was like $35-$40, something like that. That's $40 American, So I mean, $35-$40.
Oh, dark.
Yeah, that was a nasty tackle.
Look at Warner. Warner didn't even think.
But
Fair play to Warnock in front of his home crowd. He's like, I'll take that.
Leaving matches early today. He might want to leave this one early if he's
Fair
heading
play
over
to
to
him. He's gotten a tiny little bit of respect there back from me. Still don't like him, but I appreciate that. Imagine that today, you man.
I can't wait. Eventually, Willis and Jared, I will be doing a road tour. Eventually, I would love to. That's what the one of the mission goals for the channel is to be able to go to. I would love to go to Australia. I would love to go to like. I'd love to go to Germany, France, Germany, obviously England.
Just rewind that. If you just rewind that and look at that pass again from Alonso, that was absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational.
Roberts.
But yes, I would love to be doing.
Blackburn can get to half time.
Yeah, and Willis and Jared, they were charging people. They charged tickets for it. Again, it was not a free event. It wasn't a free event. It was held at the supporter pub and the supporter boozer. And it wasn't exactly it wasn't really that great of a event, to be honest with you. It wasn't that great of an event.
No, they're just people talking about football, you know?
Yeah, it's just some people talking about football.
Yeah.
And I mean, I couldn't probably pick them out of a lineup, much less, you know what I mean? It's not like Dirk Kuyt is out there speaking on his opinion or any of that.
Well, Fernando.
Yeah, Fernando.
Look at his strength there. He beat Samba. He beat Samba.
Yeah.
Like, look at the size of Samba compared to Torres there, stand beside the rest.
Yeah.
Look what he does. Like, look where Samba is. He leaves on the ground. This guy was a phenomenon. I'm sorry. Like, this kid was a fucking phenomenon.
By the way, I'm not going to mention anything about that. About that clip there.
Torres got a little flick, didn't he? Earlier on. That was a corner coming in from the left.
I don't know what do you mean by it? I don't know why you would say that. I get it. No, I'm not saying that at all.
In the end, the far stick.
I'm not saying that. I just don't know who's on the Anfield rap, to be honest with you.
Gets a little bit of space.
No, easy, Jared.
What a chance that is close in for Dirk.
He's got to put that away.
Chance.
Dirk Kuyt, what a worker. Very similar as into like just like the work ethic of him is very, very similar to the work ethic that you would want to see in a player today.
Here's Vogel.
Well, it's a team of Dirk Kuyt.
Can you imagine 11 Dirk Kuyts? Yeah.
He was a perfect player for Rafa. Rafa loved him. Again, Klopp would love him.
Yeah.
Never stopped. He just couldn't. He couldn't stop him. He couldn't stop him.
Who would you say reminds you of him on this team, in this current team? Is there anyone that reminds you of a Dirk Kuyt kind of like mentality?
Take any chances there with Roberts around.
That like energizer buddy, always going.
Well, the obvious.
Harvey, that's a good call. Bernie, good call on that one.
Yeah,
very, very good call.
Either Harvey or Diaz.
Ooh.
Diaz plays very much the same kind of non-stop. You know, he may have the worst game at the weekend, run the most smiles, or he might have the best game at the weekend and he'll still have run the most miles, but he'll always have run the most miles and done the most sprint. One of those guys. Kuyt was always like that. Even if he had a bad game, put in the work.
Robbo's a good shout, but I would have agreed with Harvey. I understand the Lucho shout, but you know why? Like, I guess maybe because Lucho has such individual skill. Like, Durkheim wasn't necessarily like some first touch wizard or or some Samba style player. It was more like, to me, like one of the major reasons why he was so good for us was because of his work ethic, as you said, as Bernie said earlier.
Oh yeah, like not comparing him in play style, but that's one of the things he reminds me of in terms of his work rate.
Yeah, okay.
Obviously, like no one thinks Derek White was a Samba. Yeah, even Diaz. Okay, but yeah, in terms of, and plus, I mean, he was a forward.
Right.
They're both forward, so I would have said that's why.
I get what you're saying. I look at it like I could
in
see
terms of actual all-round player.
Yeah.
Just in terms of his work rate and the fact he's a forward, I'd say Diaz. But in terms of as an all-round player, yeah, definitely not Diaz. No, definitely not Diaz. Yeah, probably more. Yeah, definitely probably more Elliott. But I mean, I wouldn't go any further back to to a defender. I'd try and keep it close up to the type of player he was. So yeah, Elliott would, Elliott would probably be a good shot. Yeah.
What was Red for Life asked, what do you guys think of Lookman's hat trick last night in the Europa final? I think he thinks that it might have been one of the best hat tricks he's ever seen in recent years. I think that it was very, very promising, very encouraging, I guess, for him and for Atalanta, in that once he scored the first goal, it seemed to just continue, like with every goal, it just continuously gave him more and more confidence. It seemed like to just say, "Oh, I can go at this team." Like it was one of those things where he was not afraid of anyone on that team, and I mean that's with Jacques getting in his face and and doing and them trying to put a body on him to kind of like slow him down. And that third goal for the hat trick was just a man in form, like a man like totally locked in with confidence. I think their kind is playing right wing, actually, by the way, in this one. If that's what you're asking, Stefano. Stefano says he was called Dino Baggio. Baggio was my guy. Yo. That's hilarious. Those Italian teams were really, really, really iconic in themselves.
Roberts.
Curtis when he's fit. Yeah.
Lucas.
Red for Life says Lookman was unplayable. The first goal was so dope that defender didn't see him coming. The run was insane. Yeah. The last goal was like you're having a laugh, like as in it was one of those like he was just in the zone. He did a step over. Knew what he wanted to do with the ball, struck it clean, and just it went like the goalkeeper just saw it go right by him. Like it was one of those things where you're just like, wow, incredible goal. Top right corner.
I thought it was a great song. It was a great hat trick, by the way. You know what we were saying last night about, like I was saying, about every now and again, like a player, players can have an off night. Well,
Hughes will want to see
every
his
now
team.
and again, all your players have an off night on the same night,
If he keeps going in this
Yeah.
way,
which is kind of
it's only a matter of time, as I
it
said
has a
earlier, before
habit
that
of
home
happening.
side
Some
score.
teams
It's
in
got to
finals,
offer
but
a
obviously
bigger
there's some kind of link.
attacking threat.
But not,
Yeah.
and that was, kind of bad for them. But not only did that happen, which is bad enough, they also came up against Adam O'Loughlin, who literally had the greatest game of his life.
He had his game of
So
his life.
he's come up. They've come up against a guy who everything he touched basically ended up in the back of the net. So you add those, like we said it last night, he will never top that. Adam O'Loughlin. He can go on and have a good career, but he ain't ever going to top that. That 90 minutes. That's as good as it's going to get. A hat-trick in a European final. If he ever tops that in an individual game, fair play, son. Fair play. Because, that just literally he should have gone out and backed horse, done the lottery, the whole lot. Everything he touched turned to gold last night. So they came up against that as well. Because he's always been a good player. We said it last night. He scored against us.
Yeah.
Really explosive player. But,
Yes.
could
Yes.
put it together in bits and pieces.
Yes.
But to do that one again and again and again, the quality of two of those goals was just.
Yeah, I remember that too. By the way, Ref for Life. I remember when he tried to do the Panenka to a penalty against Fulham.
You love the confidence. Love the confidence of a Panenka.
He's got a lot of confidence in this game. A lot of confidence in his.
But that final goal, it's one of those things. He doesn't score the final one if he doesn't score the other two. You know what I mean? Because the confidence is just that I'm trying everything. He just turns him in, turns him back outside. He turns him out,
then
turns him back inside again, and just smashes it in it pure bang top corner, inevitability kind of about it. Amazing to see it.
I thought that this comment by Jared is spot on, to tell you the truth, because when I saw them playing, look. Leverkusen reminded, he says, Realism Jared says, Leverkusen reminded him of us versus them at Anfield. We will come back, no problem, just chilled, and they kept on scoring, keeping the pressure up.
Oh, us versus Atalanta at Anfield, right? Yeah. I get you. Yeah,
I agreed completely. Watching that game, and this is why, when watching that game, and I heard a comment. And we're going to go back to, I've got it ready for the second half. We're going to go, I guess, grab a hot dog or something from the concession stand real quick.
Vegan burger, if that's your preference.
Vegan burger, if that's your preference. I wish. I've actually started going a little bit more. I'm not vegan, but I definitely have started eating more vegan. But vegan's so expensive, by the way. It's so expensive. It's so expensive.
Man, I gotta tell you, I might be weird, but I always thought I'm not a McDonald's, KFC, Burger King guy. I don't eat that stuff because we don't have to. We don't. It's not necessary. We can avoid them. But I always thought the nicest thing McDonald's was the veggie burger, the thing with the crunchy, with all the nice stuff. I always thought that was the nicest thing.
Oh yeah. I love vegetarian food.
When they make it
at least some of it, but it's so expensive. For instance, there's a place I go to, and they have this. They have this one chicken sandwich. It's it's obviously faux chicken, but they have it's like a sweet and spicy or something like that chicken sandwich, but it is $23 for the sandwich.
What?
American, $23 just for the sandwich. Now, if you want fries, the fries are you can get vegan. It's a pretty big serving of fries. But if you were to get a fries, it's $11 for the fries. So that's almost 30 some odd dollars, close to $35 for a chicken sandwich and fries. Now I don't mind spending money for a good meal, but geez, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna start the second half up, but But I am going to answer what I was talking about for
But there's
Leverkusen.
no reason to there's no reason to charge more for vegan fries because they're vegan. Like potatoes are vegan; they always have been vegan. They're
Right.
vegan too.
Oh well, they do load. It is like a loaded French fry thing or something like that. So they've got like faux bacon and what was that was
Had to go.
outrageous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had to go. You love
had
to
to
see
go.
it. You love to see it.
Exactly. Imagine $35 plus a tip, because like I know, yeah, in America we tip like
Got a tip.
got a tip. You get looked at crazy if you don't. So
Yeah, you got a tip here too, but not to the degree that you guys have to over there because it's more weighted towards getting tips over there. We get that, but we know.
yeah,
Because, in Japan, if you go into a restaurant and you try and tip somebody,
oh yeah, it's like an insult. It's like
oh yeah, they can actually be genuinely insulted by it. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's no such thing as tipping in Japan. It's not a thing.
Yeah,
Because you pay because then you look at their bill and you're like, oh, well, $400. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they don't need
yeah,
your tip. You know,
yeah,
they're like, yeah, we don't need your spare change. You know, we're
yeah,
not buskers.
yeah,
Whereas somewhere else it's like you're staring at someone going, and where's the
Liverpool suffered, and Manchester United the only team to win here at Anfield.
yeah. It's kind of crazy.
So far
'Cause,
this
yeah,
season.
that $35 at that place. I mean, we're not talking about like it's like a fast food restaurant place. That's why it's even crazier. It's not like it's we're not talking about some like fine dining type place or something like that.
But when you say chicken sandwich, right?
Mhm.
You mean kind of like a chicken burger, right? It's not like a sandwich between two slices of bread.
No, yeah, like it's like in a brioche bun type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good boy.
Jesus, lads. But yeah, getting back to that comment about Leverkusen, I agree completely. It looked like to me, it looked like the game at Anfield in that it was a team that you would have thought should be able to beat them. That was a good shot. That was a really good cross. 3VG.
Here at Montpellier Pediatric Dentistry, we
and
have great orthodontist team, and I've been seeing results.
It was like I was listening to one of the veterans channels, and they were saying that they're trying to talk about like the goal tallies of some of our players and such. And one thing I didn't really appreciate hearing was they kept saying, "Oh well, it's Europa, it's Europa, it's Europa, Europa." And I'm like, yeah, I get that it was Europa, but there was some really good talent in Europa, and albeit like as in we definitely maximized or were dominant in our group, but there were games that we got I think we lost. We didn't go undefeated in our group. So I mean, there were games that we had to play, and there were teams that came out.
We had Union, we had Toulouse, and we had strong tackle from Scott.
Yeah. USG. You had
Union. Toulouse. Who's the other guy?
Toulouse.
Who's the third one? It's a jerk.
And no, it was it wasn't 17. It was
towards Santa Cruz.
France, Prague.
Oh yeah, Prague. Yeah.
So like three good teams too, by the way. Three good teams. All doing decent. Huh?
Sorry, no, it's
Oh, you're right. It's a good game. Yeah. all three teams were doing well in their leagues, in their individual leagues. But even more so, why I was kind of taking offense to the comment.
Skirtle.
Once we got into the quarters and the semis, we got
Hey,
Philip. I think that there was some real quality in those games once you got into those quarters and semis, especially for us, considering we lost to the eventual, champion of the tournament. But I mean, like, Atalanta
only
is
the
good.
winners could beat us. That's what fall back on.
Yeah.
Only the winners could beat us. There you go.
Yeah.
That's why I got out of jail free card. But yeah, look, we're all talking about how great Liverpool. We're all talking about. And I think this is what I said this last night, that Gasparini did a job on them, definitely. But there's an awful lot of these boys that are going to wake up this morning going, what happened? How did that game? I mean, it never started. They never started playing. They were never allowed to play. And the next thing you know, they've lost it. They're out. They're going to be waking up shaking their heads today. They got thrown over. They definitely, and I think it's like that comment early on was absolutely perfect. That it was like that. You know, when they went 3-0 up against us, we were like, no, this is cool. We'll get this back. We'll get this back. And
I think Leverkusen was the same, though. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was saying it was just like us.
Yeah.
They thought, no, we'll start playing in a minute. We'll get this back.
Yeah.
And before they knew it, they'd been shut down, and Atlanta stopped them. Masterclasses. The guys put on a couple of masterclasses, so fair play to them. But hopefully, Leverkusen can go and get the double next weekend. So they don't have this kind of still losing final.
Oh, good save, by the way. Well taken, free kick.
Yeah, that's guys. He was telling that was his thing. He could bend the ball for the power. Great player. Well, great free kick taker.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Oh wait, was that the guy you're talking about earlier?
Yeah,
too?
okay.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, I can see what you're saying. To be honest with you, I can see what you're saying. Here's your boy.
Here's Carragher.
Arbeloa. Looks like the A is like spaced away.
Aurelio, not Arbeloa. Aurelio is my guy, not Arbeloa. It is.
My fault.
Misplaced. It is. That A is misplaced, by the way. Yeah, it is off.
It is, right? It's off, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not.
No, you're not helping it. Yeah, it is off, definitely. Yeah. Well,
it's kind of like, I get you. Oh, here it is. Here's the free kick.
But you know what his quality is from these free kicks.
It's a free kick. So just a little bit too far out.
The equaliser in the last game against Spurs, Morton Gams Pedersen.
But yeah, I think that Leverkusen, just like as the Reels and Jared said,
hey, Dara.
Hey, Dara, I looked for you on Sunday.
We looked.
I was looking for the Barnes kit. Hope that you're well, brother. Hope that you're well.
And a Glock on the hip,
Yeah.
Torres.
I don't think you can carry into the crown, actually.
I'd hope.
Unless you're a police officer. A lot of police officers come into it's right next to a police it's not a police station technically. It's like a it's kind of like, I don't know what they call them. It's like a little bit of like a hub or something, I guess, something like that. Give a strike. Ooh, that was just asking for it. Unlucky.
Unlucky.
Couldn't keep it on target.
Oh, here we go with the Trump ads again now.
And we're back. I'll be quick on that. Some of them, they're making us watch, but
yeah.
Still 0-0 in this game. 55th minute. Trust, have faith as always.
Doubters to believers to doubters.
Yeah.
Warnock closed down by Count.
Doubters to believers for sure. We got some doubters once again with I don't think that it's considering Slot only signed a 3-year contract. He can't come in and say in 4 years if we don't have a trophy, I won't be here.
I'll be in Switzerland.
You can't really say that with a 3-year contract.
Yeah, that would suck, Jared. That would definitely 100% suck.
Yeah, that would suck. Certainly.
Now Torres. Here's Ryan
In Arizona, it is a right to carry. Like I said, you don't have to have like
looking for Babel again.
You can just carry a gun.
You can just carry. Yeah, you can just carry a gun. There's no you don't have to have like a special permit or
just an American passport.
Not every state's like that. In Arizona, it's just particular.
Oh yeah, I know state law is a big thing. Yeah,
it's wild west out here. This is where. Have you ever seen the movie Deadwood? This is where Deadwood took place. Deadwood, right? What was that? What was the one?
That's the series, right? Deadwood is the series, right?
That was a series. That's the series. My fault. I think Deadwood did take place in Arizona, but not Deadwood. I'm thinking of what's the one with I'll Be Your Huckleberry?
Yeah. Tombstone,
Arizona. I've been actually. Yeah.
Oh, that really is a great movie. You have to say it. It's a great movie.
You'd expect him to come on that right-hand side.
Because they tried to release, remember, like Costner released Wyatt Earp basically at the same time.
Yep.
It was kind of
Did you ever see the interview? Did you ever see the interview with that Kurt Russell does about that movie?
No.
Kurt Russell did an interview for I think it was with GQ or something like that, but it was an interview that basically where he took he was asked about some of his iconic movies, right? There's a thing called where they sit down an actor and they ask them about their most iconic roles. They ask them about what they felt or what they thought about their iconic roles and what they're going through, blah blah blah.
I know the thing, yeah.
And I was disappointed because Kurt Russell did not put, or at least I don't know if he got the pick, but he did not put in Big Trouble in Little China.
But yes, I was exactly. That's his best movie. Conversation about.
Yeah, I was so I there's if you ever go to the website or go to that video, you will see a lengthy comment from me.
That is one of the greatest movies of all time in any genre. Not even his movies. That is a bona fide certified classic. So, yeah, I'm very disappointed. I am also very disappointed.
But Kevin Costner made a movie as well called Wyatt Earp, right? Or I think it's just called Wyatt or Wyatt Earp.
It's called Wyatt Earp, yeah.
And he actually spoke to Kurt Russell about the fact that his film was going to be. He's like, "Oh, my film's going to blow your film out of the water. We're going to have Kurt Russell was took it as a personal not vendetta, but personal challenge for him to have to make that film an incredible film. I'm sure he would have put whatever he wanted to in it as well, but it was very interesting that he basically called Kevin Costner out for it.
Yeah, but what Costner didn't have was Val Kilmer.
No, yeah, Val Kilmer made that movie.
Gerrard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Val Kilmer just killed it in that film.
Lucas. Gerrard looking for a way
Absolutely
through.
brilliant.
He's got through. It looked
Hang on a minute.
impossible, but Gerrard
Look at this.
made it
1,
possible.
Oh,
2,
And how?
3,
and there you
4,
have it.
5,
There's
6.
the icebreaker.
What a goal. What a goal. Look at the touches. This man, knee slide, iconic. It doesn't get much more iconic than this. Gerrard breaking through from midfield. 1-2. Then another pass. Look at this. What?
1-2, gets through, and then it's just pick your poison.
He wasn't going to be turned down here through Samba's legs.
There you go.
Good too.
There you go. Oh, he makes Samba look like a training cone. He makes Samba look like a training cone. Finished underneath Friedel.
Yeah,
Underneath him, close to the body. But real close to the body, underneath him. Look at the little ball from Lucas.
Yeah.
Through the legs. Gets a bit of look. Okay, but you got to get that. You ain't being stopped. No one's stopping him. Wrong foot Friedel. Friedel thinks he's going to cross him. Charles underneath you. To the legs. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That was, he built it. Him bursting through like that. That's Gerrard.
How about this? Who doesn't love Stevie G? And this is interesting.
I know. Jimmy, sorry, Jimmy. I'm just saying it's Jimmy. I'm watching like it's live.
Yeah.
Jimmy's doing the same as me. He's like, yes, get in. I mean, it's like they count. I'm with you, Jimmy. I know exactly what you mean, man.
I know exactly what you mean, Jimmy.
McCarthy, possible changes that
I know what I was going to ask. Oh, so this is my question to the chat. I'm pretty sure I'm going to see a overwhelmingly, slanted. What can I say? It's going to be overwhelmingly slanted towards one person over the other.
Progressive. We don't believe in a cookie cutter approach to career growth and development. The roles within our walls.
Damn that cookie
I was going to
cutter.
ask. This was a question that got asked. It was like done by. It was like a survey, and it was asked to like Liverpool fans.
Bentley.
And the question was this. Now, we're not asking who's a better player. Not a better player. Okay. Who was the better captain? Hendo or Stevie G?
Here's Xabi Alonso.
Who in your mind is or was the better captain?
Couch.
Stevie G or Hendo?
Again,
we're not asking for Stevie G is a better player.
Obviously, Where was this poll put up? Where was this question at?
It wasn't necessarily. It was a video, and they asked. They were like,
Torres.
The way they formulated the question was it was like a statement, and you had to say agree or disagree. It was one of those like sports Bible style questions.
All right. Cool. Anyone in the chat got an answer?
Yeah, I'd like to know in the chat if you guys have an answer for me on that one.
So dominant this afternoon.
Stevie or Hendo? Stevie or Hendo? Who was the better captain? Not player. Who's the better captain?
It's amazing that it's even a question, but I'm not going to argue if a lot of people think differently from me, but I'm amazed it's even a question.
I mean, yeah.
I think even Jordan Henderson would tell you what the answer is.
Whips it across and Silva gets it away.
They're going to score on that one.
Now Lucas.
Yeah. You'd be surprised at the answers.
I know. I'm prepared to be. Surprising, but it depends on your generation.
Yeah, it definitely depends on your generation. It depends on if you got to watch, the bulk of Stevie's career or even if you got to that ball's in.
From the
Yeah,
Blackburn
definitely.
players. It was only 2 seconds before the goal.
Lucas looked
He's like,
young.
back there for you.
Giving the ball away, and after that, Stephen Gerrard takes over.
Never a fan of Yossi.
Well, the way that Samba and Nelson were there.
I think that's probably one of the most Stephen, like other than a long-range screamer type. I think that's probably the most Stephen Gerrard goal of all time.
In all competitions.
That was
Bernie's right about that too, by the way. You are right, Bernie. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, no doubt. That's what I'm saying. If it's a generational thing, I'm sure they're just going to say, like, that's just them saying, which captain have you grown up watching? Is all that question is there, basically.
Well, a lot of the answer would be like Stevie G. You know of the, if you're young at least, you know of the allure and everything else, but you know,
like Stevie G played.
Henderson's the one that won us a cup. You know, won us a Champions League cup. You know, trophy. Henderson's the one that won everything, basically. You know.
Yeah, the only thing Stevie doesn't have is the Premier League. Like he won us. He literally won us the Champions League. He started the comeback, you know. So,
but the reason why it was like a very interesting poll or question was because
I'm going to go for 2 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
The reason why, and this is just to the chat. The reason why it was interesting, and I'd love to hear if you guys have different, who you guys think it would be. I'll give like some. So I know most will probably say Stevie, but like for Henderson, I mean, you can make an argument. Big up High Lord, by the way. Happy birthday to Joe Gomez, by the way. Definitely. You can make an argument that one of the major reasons why Henderson was consistently in the starting 11 wasn't because of his incredible talents, but more so because he was captain, or because he had because of his leadership attributes.
Central striker in England.
Stevie G was going to be, whether you needed to get him as a leader or not, he was going to be on the pitch regardless, because he was the best player on the pitch. Henderson was not the best player on the pitch, but Henderson was on the pitch because of that attribute, one of that major attributes. So it's just interesting. I'd love to hear what you guys think. And big up Daz, by the way. Big up Daz Reynolds in the house. This is 2008. This is 2008, April 13th, 2008. So almost 16 years ago.
In his time, represents everything that's for Liverpool fans, doesn't he? As an ex-Everton, Manchester United, and Chelsea man.
Yeah, a good communicator, sure, absolutely. A lot of people would more so. I mean, look, let's not get it twisted. Steven Gerrard did, yell and get on people if necessary. But Stevie G was certainly one of those lead by example style leaders, as opposed to a Henderson always barking in your face style.
The Inflation Reduction Act lowered insulin prices for America's seniors. Now, insulin is only $35 a month for seniors, but Representative David Schweikert voted against it. This new law puts seniors' wallets.
This one I can't skip.
Profits.
Lululemon Wonder Train shorts. Get into it. When this stretch to support your
Enough of the Lululemons. But I was just as interested to see if you guys had a preference or if you had an answer for it. I know it's not an easy answer to make. Don't worry, no one's gonna clip you up for it or something like that. No one's gonna go at you if you say Henderson or if you say Stevie. Both incredible captains for us.
Here's Carragher.
Bernie says, good argument for both, but Stevie didn't have the full talented team that Hendo had around him. He dragged out results single-handedly if he had to. That I agree. Jimmy's saying Stevie. Yeah. I mean, Hendo had his moments. Very, very rarely where you're like, oh, Henderson, took the team on his back and basically, dragged us to victory.
Nelson away.
They call him Captain Fantastic for a reason.
Yeah.
Quicker than Torres expected.
We see that, but he's going to make a move. Mark Hughes, Benny McCarthy, and somebody else as well.
$35 for this. I know, man. I know. Hey, you think that's a lot, High Lord? I know one of my friends has to take insulin, and $35 is I don't know if you're saying that's expensive or not, but it was more expensive than that before. It was a lot more expensive. So $35 is like, ooh.
Perhaps against Roberts, but he lost his footing.
There's no way that's a penalty, man. You got to keep your footing on that.
There, because he's barged Skirtle out the way, then he's moved back towards the ball.
You're just calling Skirtle a beast. Skirtle's got bullied off of that one. Unfortunately, it took a little bit more out of Roberts as well. Skirtle was a beast.
Here's Arbeloa.
Yeah,
hypothetically speaking, since nobody really wants to step up and answer this, other than Jimmy, not many are bold enough to say Stevie or Hendo.
Hands on him from Martin Skirtle.
This is not Skirtle's moment right now. Skirtle might be gassed a little bit.
He was away there, so
the Blackburn fans want him off.
Trying to suggest to the ref that maybe a red rather than a yellow card should be coming.
He was still playing until recently.
He's just getting a stern talking. Oh no, he's trying to reach for his. I think he's reached for his pocket. Yeah.
It's a yellow card.
Well, he was away, Jason Roberts.
That's a yellow card. I guess in this game too, he might have gotten. There might have been a red.
The way his hands go up, he's like, no. He's straight away, no. Straight away, he's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Bernie. Scott was like that. He wasn't shaving his head because he was going bald. Like, he had a really thick full head of hair, but he was still just shaving it to look like a hard bastard.
Yeah.
A worse punishment than that.
Just play like it. You don't need to show it.
Here's Emerton.
Looking like a Viking.
Blocked by Xabi Alonso.
Off the boat.
Now Stephen Warnock. Looking wide for.
I was going to ask if you had to pick between the two, and I know that let's not say which. It doesn't matter about position because, let's just say because Virgil van Dijk has played right center back as well as left center back in his life. He's actually commented on that recently, as well. The fact that in the beginning of his career he was playing right center back. Would you rather have Skirtle or Agger? Who would you rather have as a partner pair for Virgil today? If we could stick one of either or in the DeLorean and bring him back to present day, who would you say? Who would you rather see? Agger. Bernie's going Agger too.
Jason Roberts.
Why
Also
would you?
made it
Why,
a biscuit.
why would you? Why would you pick Aggro over Skirtle? I'm just asking, or just wondering.
He's a better player.
Just one player.
Well, Agger's great on the ball, so if you could have like peak. Yeah, Agger just couldn't stay fit. Really couldn't. But what a player. So yeah. It was good, you know, but he was just he was decent. But Agger, if he could have stayed fit, could have been a special player. Could do anything. So him and Virgil be hell of a centre back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like very quality driven, like not the stereotypical, you know, like stopper, you know, hard man defender plus ball playing defender. It's very much two ball playing defenders, but you know, I'd still go with it over Skirtle. Like if you were to say to me,
this is the first challenge that he's moaning about. Jason Roberts, little miscontrol.
Or Agger,
who also played
then I'd probably go with Hippier over an Agger. Maybe a better pairing.
Yeah, because Skirtle for me reminds me a little bit more like the presence of his physicality and everything and such, or more like a Kanate, you know, to me.
Well, that's it. Like, that is the hard man, you know, the tough tackling guy that you like to pair up with a ball playing. Like that was the plan. Agger, ball playing centre half on his left foot. Skirtle, hard man. You know, it's like the Ferdinand Vidic. Like, Skirtle wasn't quite good enough, and Agger could never stand up. But if you, I would rather have like in that kind of hard man, non-ball playing defender. I'd rather have a Hippier. Like Hippier on the right, and Virgil van Dijk on left.
Oh yeah, wow. that'd be illegal, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, like, can you imagine him out there? Like, we would definitely start scoring from corners. Then, those two attacking balls from corners. Yeah, the threat would be massive. But Agger, yeah, he was so good on the ball on his day. He was like almost like a deep line playmaker when he wanted to be.
Here's Fabio Aurelio. Torres. Xabi Alonso.
Anfield's a little quiet in this one. I won't be bad.
Hear all the cameras going. I hate when you can hear all the cameras going.
Yeah.
All the still cameras like.
Yeah.
Now Bentley. Benayoun passed. Away goes to
Here's Yossi. Benayoun.
Did I miss a question? What's the question?
Question was, guess how many teams in the Prem had more serious VAR mistakes against them than Liverpool? Oh, how many? Oh, I would say zero. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I know we were top of that league, as in top of the wrong ball mistake league or whatever they were calling it. I know we were definitely top of that at some stage. So, yeah, I'll say none. Okay.
Jason Roberts. Here's Bentley.
Blackburn starting quickly. 1-0 lead, 78th minute. Is Liverpool going to be able to hold on to this one? Blackburn is pressing and pushing for a equalizer. Oh, poor tackle there by Stevie G. Yeah, Stevie, you're getting that.
Bang, get in. There we go, Stevie. Stevie Reid.
You know he's getting that.
Stephen Reid. He played for Ireland, Stephen Reid. Gets up, no complaint. See that? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it was a harsh tackle. Yeah, it was a foul. But look, what does Stephen Reid do? He's not hurt. He gets up, doesn't make a history bit about it. Gets up, got your foul, get on with it.
Yeah.
They haven't really had one. 20.
Still there, fit enough to take a free kick. He isn't hurt. So just stand up, get up. No calling for a fucking red card. And he just rolling around.
Oh, Bentley with a very good look. That looked like it. Yeah, I see that on replay. It looked like that was.
Well, that was his thing, man. He was a brilliant set piece taker. Crazy career. Anybody wants to go down a rabbit hole, start looking at what happened to David Bentley.
Yeah.
Retired by the time he was 27.
The more,
There's
the
that
most,
famous clip of
oh,
him
by
on
the way,
top of
Bernie,
the
yes, we're. I think both of us were like. I think he said 62. It was 61%. I said 60. I was never doubting you, by the way. I saw a thing about 61. I think percent of Sky Sports viewers were watching Klopp at the time. She was. Bernie was pretty much spot on.
I hope this game doesn't. Okay.
Stephen Warnock.
There's
Rafa was not exactly a fashionista.
Hey, that was cool back in 07.
I guess it was.
Okay, give him a break, man. That was cool in 07. He was like looking fresh. Looking fresh. Rafa. Rocking the club coat and a tie as well. Very different. Yeah, no, he looks like no, he looks like that.
Yeah. Phil says that would have been a yellow card now.
No foul.
No foul. No foul.
Gerrard won it back from Everton and felt he was worth a corner.
No surprise that the two star men for Liverpool combine here. Lovely 1-2 to
that's what they're showing. They're showing
he doesn't get the ball, Emerton.
The starting lineup for the Man U Arsenal game. That I think was coming up after.
I think it's his follow-through leg, Emerton, that upends Torres.
That's gonna be a good one. We're definitely gonna have to put up an Arsenal match.
You're spot on, Jimmy. You're spot on. Things can just be a foul. That's what we've lost the ability to understand. Is things can just be a foul. Not everything has to be a card, yellow card. It's just like bang, yep, get up, foul, get on with the game. Players, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's definitely been lost.
48 next Wednesday in 3 days' time.
And a notebook will always stay in Bernie's mind. I bet it will. He looks like an accountant. So
I love Rafa. I can't deny. I love Rafa.
I love Rafa. I love Rafa. I just say
he brought he was so different.
Oh, that's got to be a goal.
All of a sudden, get in.
7 consecutive top flight games here.
7 consecutive top flight games. 30. That was his 30th goal in this campaign. I think that he's the third.
To give Liverpool possession,
He
he releases it
third
early.
person?
Absolute beauty from Stephen Gerrard.
I have to rewind it.
Gerrard goes wide. Look, one touch, turn. Just go. Look at that one.
Torres' ability. He is not going to miss that. It's not the easiest header in
It's
the world.
one touch. He receives it in one. Turns, bends it, Torres, one. So that's 4 touches in that goal from the pass to Gerrard. Touch, turn, bent in. That's phenomenal football. That is precision football.
Yes. But there was a reason why I did pick this game, and that was because of that enormous feat right there. Something
7
maybe
consecutive games at Anfield. Look at him pointing as well. Look at him pointing as well. He wants that second. Like that guy, Jesus Christ, man. If he could build a number 9,
was like a cheat code.
It was telepathic. That's why, like Gerrard has seen. I don't know. Some of the trauma Gerrard must have been through. Torres leaving, Suarez leaving. These guys that he just knew, like he came alive with these players. We saw the best of Gerrard
Mhm.
We think we've seen the best. You see the best of Jared when he's playing the Torres as well. That's when we see the best. That's when
Can we get another? Can we get another?
Torres up ahead of him again. Gerrard looking to go around.
Oh,
that's the first time.
Stevie G is working for that penalty, man. He is definitely working for that penalty.
He's already looking at the ref before he hits the deck.
Yeah.
Alonso, the first time, 45-yard pass from centre mid, just straight out to the wing, just cheating.
He walked like a duck. That's funny.
Ryan Nelson, here's Reed.
Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
It's a duck.
It's a duck.
Stuck against Steven Gerrard. There have been a couple.
I agree, Philip. I agree. I would like to be honest with you, especially with the talks about how Torres stayed after.
Sit a bit down.
He did get him. He did get a piece of him, but I wouldn't have said that was a penalty. That would have been soft. He got a bit of his knee though.
Down a touch easy. Gerrard, the arms come across, but I don't think there's enough. But
I don't think there's enough there, to be honest with you. But Philip, I agree. Philip saying Nunez should be made to watch how Torres scored goals, said he have an idea how to score. I would go even one step further. I would go one step further. I would say that Torres, it'd be nice to have Torres here, or it would be nice to have Torres in Liverpool.
Big up, Revenite.
Big up, Revenite. Big up. It would be great to have Torres at the training facility, and just maybe taking Nunez aside and just working with them.
He's at Atletico at the moment, isn't it? I know he's coaching. Is it at Atletico?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's coaching. He's definitely coaching.
But after the Legends game, he stayed behind for a week and actually watched and participated in training with Klopp because he wanted to pick up some tips and such. Darwin's twin.
That'll be his fun. The only way to all these coaches
blonde twin.
Yeah, all these coaches will tell you the only way to learn is to be a sponge. You go and you watch all the best coaches you can watch, and you soak up what they do, and you be your own person. But it's the only way to do it. Nobody invents their own style of coaching on their own. They go and they watch and they learn and they play under other people and go, well, I used to play under this coach and we used to do this and it was brilliant and it did that. But you have to come up with your own stuff on the fly, that. But yeah, you have to go around and you just stoke up all the best from the best coaches. Not like the older managers to get sacked. They take 6 months off, and you find out 2 years later they spent 2 weeks at Juventus training ground, went and spent 2 weeks at Real Madrid's training ground at the invitation of the coach, just to watch, see what new culture doing, new innovation. That's the only way to do it. If you don't think it happens, it happens. These guys don't exist in their own little world. They soak it all up from all around them. You take what you can do and then you make it your own. Because you're the one standing in the dressing room at the end of the day. You can have the best ideas and tactics and all that, but you've got to be the guy standing up in the dressing room. So you have to be able to, finish the deal, as it were. You have to be able to actually do that. But yeah, I'd love to see Torres.
My favorite gingers.
Here he comes. Yeah, I'd love to see Torres back. We all would. At any whatever level it comes. But if he come back to Liverpool, he'd be a very popular coach, no doubt. But
interesting sub. Alonso out. Reset in.
That's very Rafa. Very Rafa. What will he do? What will Rafa do?
Here's Risa.
God knows.
First touch, already taking a shot.
Like he can. It is amazing.
Yeah,
he hasn't scored in a year since Champions League quarter-final of last year against
So
PSV.
I get it, Revenant. I know that a lot of people have definitely
Unscored
pretty
in a
much
year. Weesh.
Soured or in belief
Bentley.
that you'll get some type of result, but I'm
Away by Samba.
at the extent where I'm like, it's not about whether you believe or don't believe. To me, it's more so it's just why not, just have hope.
Yeah, if he stays, he stays. If he goes, he goes.
Right. What you're left with is like, this is my point. It's about hope. Yeah. And I get that too, Reverend. I do definitely get that. I was saying like more like, put out into the universe. Good vibes for him, for sure. I know that you are. I'm not saying that you're hating on him at all.
No, I know Revenant.
I would, Revenant's definitely. He wants the best for us. I would never think that.
We all just take our own road sometimes, but we all want to end up at the same destination.
Yeah, exactly.
Voronin.
That was a good one.
Oh, there we go.
Voronin and Everton went for the ball.
Bish bash bosh.
I know.
Between them, forced it over the line.
There's
he broke himself. He broke himself.
He's not.
He won't mind that. For the sake of a goal. A little bit of luck with Samba's interception, but it's a simple enough pass for John Arnarusa. Simple enough decision. Just feed it into the striker and let him do the rest.
He does it to himself, really. Nice lead for Benny Yoon.
Vast superiority that Liverpool have enjoyed here today.
You get lucky with the
who was his ankle?
Well, he can claim his first goal since October.
Fourth goal of the season.
Got injured in going for it.
Whereas his counterpart has 30.
You know what I mean? Stoppage time with the victory secure.
Honestly, free transfer.
He really did mark you. He's put out an attacking lineup, but they just haven't turned up. They really haven't. I know Liverpool are a better side,
3 minutes at a time,
but you would expect more from the visitors than this.
Benayoun.
Oof. Unlucky.
Now David Dunn.
100 shots. Yeah.
For the corner to Blackburn.
Possibly.
Well, Fabio Capello has made his swift exit, and we'll be hoping that the M62 is clear as he makes his way over
the
to
former English manager right there.
Which is coming up live next, so don't go anywhere.
Maybe trying to get across. Maybe trying to get in a plane or something, or I don't know.
Got to beat the traffic, baby.
Yeah, trying to beat the traffic. He might be actually on his way. Maybe he's trying to get trying to catch the second half of
Skirtle's head. Santa Cruz earns a bit of consolation for Blackburn Rovers.
Aye, aye, aye.
Aye is right.
That's an awfully good play for an old footballer.
Well,
too, and they haven't come under much better trouble this afternoon. Just to switch off in this manner is upsetting if you're a defender. You take pride in keeping clean sheets, and they don't do that. For the first time, they get a little mixed up.
Oh, man.
Getting caught under the ball.
Push.
Maybe
In you go.
Could have had a shout from his teammate Aurelio. It's a great finish though from Santa Cruz.
Right.
Reflection of how clinical and effective he's been for Blackburn this season.
Oh, that's a lot. I can watch that again. That is beautiful. Look at
that was a nice shot. That was a nice goal.
Fourth goal in 5 games now for
he's still on his feet. He doesn't even go off his feet. He's still walking.
But look, hey, look at it this way, people. Coming up on the third, coming up hopefully in the last bit of this game here.
Well, Revenant is saying Rocco kind of gives the last one pass. Mark Hughes is the manager of this team that we're watching, the Blackburn side. And if you remember, he goes after this, he goes to Man City. and he takes Rocky Santa Cruz with him.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like the Blackburn team that finished 7th twice, I think. 6th and 7th. They were a really good side on the hill. And then Hughes got poached by Man City. And yeah, he put Rocky Santa Cruz with him. That was
Who's the man of the match that game?
Stevie G, I think. Scored one, made one.
That takes
Yeah,
Liverpool
scored one, made one.
5 points clear of Everton in the race for 4th. Everton, of course.
Yeah, I'd give it Stevie. Scored one, made one.
Look at the table back then.
Everton, Portsmouth, Blackburn. Portsmouth and Blackburn.
Yeah.
Everton in 5th. This is the Moyes
That's
here,
something you don't see every day. At least lately, that's something you certainly don't see every day.
Well, back in the Moyes era, they were always 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, 6th, 7th.
Thursday night against Chelsea.
You know, they did really well under him. That was like Cahill, Arteta, that team. They were really strong under him. Baines and Coleman. But yeah, that's kind of what got the Man United job. They've never come close to doing what he did there. Portsmouth, though. Portsmouth, for God's sake. Like, they nearly got liquidated about 10 times since they were in that position.
Yep. Oh, man. Stevie was Redbird's man of the match.
Definitely. I think, yeah.
All right. Maybe I would have given it to El Nino, but it's all good. Only because it was that was a monumental game for him. 30th goal of the season right there. 30th goal of the season. 7 straight games he had scored at Anfield.
Yeah. Home game.
7 straight Anfield goals.
Oh yeah.
7 straight games.
Man of the match. Man of the season, Torres, yeah, but man of that actual game. And the way Stevie broke it open. But yeah, what could we like? We have had one recently with Salah. It's been it is a while ago now with someone that broke that. Very, 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 very few players ever break the 30 goal season bar in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just not it. Like breaking 20 is a thing.
It is.
Like, forget
it's amazing.
Haaland. You know, forget Haaland at City. You know, breaking 20s, like Michael Owen never scored more than 20. He won 2 golden boots and a Ballon d'Or. He never scored more than 20 league goals. He's one of our greatest ever goal scorers. Never scored more than 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, these guys that come along and you put up a season like that, like Salah did and Torres did there, to put up plus, like to reach that 3 bit at the start, that is, especially just as a newcomer. I mean, that guy, Christ almighty, I can't, like, I know, the more I go on with it, the more I watch it. Like, Alonso's my favorite, like, player, but Torres, I think, must be at his peak, like actual peak Torres, must be one of the most perfect footballers I've ever seen. Just, or like to do his role, to be speed, strength, finishing, first touch, guile, just the whole lot. If you're to design a modern number 9, I don't think if you came up with something that was different to Torres, I don't know, that guy at his peak, man. Hopefully we'll get someone in like that in the next couple of years that just comes in and does something similar. You know, because you need those kind of players to become iconic every now and again.
Yeah.
30 plus.
Oh yeah, big up to Redbird, by the way. Thank you for that clarification on what man of the match means. I get you. For me, I thought it was amazing. I thought his goal was a pretty, say what you want, but that header was a pretty incredible header too.
No, let's say what you want. No, it's a great header. It's yeah. No, he's he's like number 2 in the voting. Definitely.
There you go. We'll get it. Yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed the little reminisce session. I know that we definitely were rocking and rolling when it came to seeing the second half. It was pretty much like a Liverpool game, completely Liverpool style of what we see Liverpool today, at least, in that it was second half goals, 3-1 score. So a lot of reminiscence of today's events.
I loved the way that that Gerrard goal was sort of almost like if someone hadn't seen him play and someone said, "Oh, Steven Gerrard, he had like incredible determination to impact a game and win a game," just incredible determination and drive. So I said, "What do you mean by that?" Just showing him that goal.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the most Gerrard goals of all time, where it's just like, we're 0-0 here. I'm not having this anymore. I'm just going to run it. I'm going to change this. That was a great game to show like Gerrard really at his most Gerrard.
Yeah. I'll put the flames out for Redbird. I know it looked like a ant was on fire or something like that. Oops. Make sure that I didn't hit the wrong button there. Is that better for you? But yes, I agree. Great game. It's always fun to reminisce about some of these games, especially with Stevie G, when you have legends like Stevie G, Xavi Alonso, obviously El Nino,
Brett Emerson.
Yeah. Yeah. Babel, Skirtle, all really incredible players. Incredible players.
Aurelio.
Yeah. But we will be live tomorrow for Finally Friday. I have some very interesting. I have an interesting show lined up for you guys tomorrow, because I have some interesting questions. I'm gonna have a little segment. I'm thinking of unveiling tomorrow, so it should be a good one.
Don't blindside your co-host.
No. I got you. Don't worry. But it should be a good one for you guys tomorrow as always. We're always trying to make the show better, make the show be fitting for the top quality, the top quality chat that we have, the people that show up and show love by supporting us. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So I do my best. I know Brian does as well. JK does as well. Even Lee now does when Lee participates, and then we always have like guests here and there that pop up on the show. So no, that's not gonna. We're not doing any OF content or anything like that. Don't worry about that.
It's got a little blue.
Yeah.
No.
The only stripping you'll be seeing is the back of the net by Stevie G or El Nino.
The only stripping we'll be seeing is stripping Man City of their titles.
That I like. That I like to hear. But yeah.
Topical jokes there. Topical jokes.
Yes. We do have an end of the season. We do have a show coming up, by the way. We do have a show to do, like the end of the season award show. I do a thing I've kind of coined for the channel called the Mount Rushmore of that I call it Mount Rushmore. Here is like, where there's four iconic presidents on chiseled into a mountain. But we do have a couple of Mount Rushmore shows coming up, so it should be fun because I definitely have a interesting Mount Rushmore show that I'm going to certainly get. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of pushback on my stance, but it's going to be definitely very fitting of it would probably be what you expect of me when it comes to my stance and my position on my take for that Mount Rushmore show. But we've got a lot of stuff coming up this summer. It's gonna be a lot of fun episodes coming up.
I hope hopefully I don't get canceled for this, but I'm imagining Mount Rushmore with dreads. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. If I ever do run for president, that'd be great. Yeah. That'd be great. Oh man, I think it's more so. Do we have Mount Rushmore with? Will the Mount Rushmore have a guy with glasses on it or no glasses? We shall see. But all the same, all right, let's get out of here. I'll let you guys go on to your final destinations. If this is not the final one for you, I hope that you have a great Thursday. Brian, do you have anything you'd like to say to the people before we let them go on to their final destinations?
Like the video, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, obviously, but just like the video and tune back in tomorrow because I don't know what's happening. He's got some kind of weird thing lined up, so I no idea. So let's all find out together. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Should be a fun one. Definitely a fun one. Again, please do take care of yourselves in the sense of making sure that you take care of your health, mental and physical, and also please do so that you have the ability to take care of your loved ones in your lives. It's important because, as we create these relationships, as we are these bonding relationships with friends and family, you really do understand the importance of just that, friends and family in your life. So it means the world to have you guys here, and it means the world for me to know that you're taking this walk with me, and you'll never allow for me to walk alone in this journey called life. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we will see you guys tomorrow. And cheers. And as always, up the Reds. See you guys tomorrow. Cheers.